You jazzy. You everything a man could ever want, girl, you jazzy. You not about that drama, you loyal and classy, you jazzy. And all these other niggas shoot the shot, but you ain't happy.
Hey everyone, it's Mr. Brian Lamont. I'm here with Jamel. So Jamel, how did you feel about everything tonight?
Things I was necessarily not expecting. I was very surprised by the audience. I didn't necessarily think it was going to go that direction. However, it happened. I think everyone pretty much conducted themselves on the panel, clear about that, as best as they could.
Hey guys, this is your girl JaszyMango, and welcome to the JaszyMango Red Carpet Lounge. I'm sitting here chilling with my homeboy, Mr. Brian Lamont, in the building. What's up?
How are you?
How are you? How are you
I'm
doing?
Good. A little tired, but it's all good.
We making it through.
Making it work.
So if I didn't know what you do, I could clearly tell because you came dressed to the nines here. How you been?
I've been good. How about yourself?
I've been well in myself.
Yeah.
I've been well.
Yes, just traveling and trying to connect while still doing this 9 to 5 and still my passion as well on the side.
And you know what? I like that you started off with that because
Yeah.
a lot of the times, you know, when we're entrepreneurs, we kind of feel embarrassed to say like we're still doing a 9 to 5, and it's just like no, because your 9 to 5 is going to be what funds what you really want to do.
Right.
It's you set a goal. Hey, I'm going to be here for this amount of time. I meet my goal. I'm out.
Yeah.
So I really like that you said that, and that you're doing what you love, and you're able to juggle both and more. You know what I mean? How do you feel it is? I'm pretty sure you haven't been doing both the whole time, but how is it?
It's hard. Well, I work from like 8 o'clock until 4.
Okay.
So, and I have my weekends off, which is good, so I can juggle it.
Right.
But ever since I've been in grad school, even undergrad as well, I've always worked into retail, so I know how to manage my time well. I even had 3 jobs at one time.
Okay, Jamaican.
But no, like I love it. Like it doesn't feel like work. It really like energizes me. Like at the end of the day, like I'd be so tired from work, but then I go and style my client. It's like any other person, they'd be like, that is too much. Like traveling down the street, you know you're tired, but it doesn't. It just energizes me. I definitely do need a nap at the end of the day, but
B12, you'll be good.
I love it.
I love that. So how did you get into styling? Were you always like as a young kid like interested? Because I know like my son, he's very like particular with how he dresses in the morning. And he's like, oh, this gotta go with this and it.
Right.
And it doesn't have to be matchy, but it gotta go in his head. So were you like that, or did you watch a lot of fashion shows on TV?
So I started because my mom, she loves clothing as well.
Okay.
If you see her closet, you'd be like, okay, this lady's crazy. Like she shop every single week. No
yes,
lie.
Mom.
Yeah, she shop all the time. But it started from there, like just her, you know, dressing me and stuff, and I just got used to it. And I would say like retail started it, but when I first moved to DC in 2014, I started writing for DC Weekly.
Awesome.
And so I was doing like the fashion segments on there and the lifestyle interviews and stuff with people. So connecting with different people in the area. And it took off just going to being a part of different magazines too. With Hot 97, then now the Rap Fest and Walk Magazine. Just connecting to different kind of people. And I'm like, I think it was my last year of grad school, that last year. And I was like, I can get money by doing what I like to do too.
Right.
It's not just me answering people questions like what goes with this. I can actually make a business out of it.
Absolutely.
So started with that like on my own and was doing it up until this year. That's when I hired like a team. So yeah. So doing everything on my own. But I don't know, it just comes naturally. Like I just have a natural love for fashion. And a lot of people say like it's really cliche, like wardrobe stylists, because they like to dress, that they like to dress other people, but it is that way. But I know like the business aspect about it, like pulling clothing, renting, how to connect with people first of all. And I think that just came naturally as well from the Southern personality that I have, but also going to school for social work. Like I was trying to figure out like how the two would kind of intertwine.
Right.
But social work, it teaches you like that basic like principle of how to treat people and how to understand what's going on in your head. And And that has worked out with a lot of clients, like definitely with referrals, because they're like, oh, he's good. He's not just a stylist, but he likes to connect you to different kind of people.
Right.
As long as you are like on his team and you're down for the good interest of his brand. So that's somewhat of how I started. And then just word of mouth, like other people tell different people about me.
So I will say, like, how did you make these connections? Like, let's go back. Okay, you're here, you came from North Carolina, you moved to DC, a completely different atmosphere, completely different pace. How do you go about making your first connection at the radio station?
Really, like, if I see an event, I'll go up to the organizer of the event, or like the host, and I kid you not, like, Cardi B's publicist, like, I've been following her for years, and I saw her in the club in Atlanta when Cardi B was just coming out. That was about like 3 years ago. And I could have walked up to Cardi B, but everyone else was waiting in line for her. But I walked up to the publicist and was like, I want to take a picture with you.
Right.
And she remembered it. Like, she followed me, and I did like a video shoot with her.
That's smart.
So just walking up to people, being comfortable. And it took a long time for me to start doing that. Because, like, in middle school, high school, like, I was, like, the shy person. But, like, in my mind, I'm like, I know I want to do it. So now it's like I'm living in my kind of truth.
Right.
And just branching myself off from what I used to be. And I think just moving away took that, like, fear out of me.
Right.
And just making me just put myself out there. But going back to your question, yeah, just really just speaking to people. And one friend told me about, like, think about like the network that you had and talk back to them and see like how you can connect to other people through that network too. So I did that, but like it's kind of difficult because people that you used to talk to you, like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was for a reason.
Right.
But like still be cordial with people, but you don't have to really interact with them per se.
So how will you say working with your celebrity, because I've seen you work with a lot of celebrity clients, how is that?
A lot of people say that too, yeah.
You know, like the real, like, how is that? Because I've met a few celebrities and I'm like, oh no, I didn't expect you to be that way. But then I'm thinking like, all right, well, Monday I wasn't really in a good mood.
Right.
I'm not a celebrity yet,
right.
But they could have met me on that really not good mood day.
Yeah.
So I just try to look at it like, oh, well, maybe it was just not that day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, there are people just like we are. I had to understand that too, because at first I was like fanning out, but then you're thinking like, they're coming to me for help.
Absolutely.
So it's like I took it to that perspective. You're coming to me for help, so let me do my job. You already did the celebrity, so I'm trying to make it, but let me just do my job. And so they, like most of them, I would say one person, Chinese Kitty, like, you have a perception of people based off TV.
Right.
When you work with them, they're cool. She's a sweetheart. And still to this day, like, she'll speak, go, like, when she come out to different events, she'll invite me out.
Awesome.
Like, cool. So, I mean, I'm going to always keep that, like, mentality about myself as well. Like, no matter how high I get, I'm still going to be humble and speak to people because I know how hard it is right now to make it to where I am now. And I know in the future it's going to be even worse, like with people. So I'm just keep that personality with everything.
Well,
yeah, that's, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you coming to the JaszyMango Red Carpet Lounge.
I'm excited that
everything
you reached out.
I'm excited that you responded and everything, and like you are just like awesome, and I wish you all the best in all your endeavors. And I will be at your stuff, so because I definitely love your vibe.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
Thank you. Let everybody know where they can follow you and where they can find you on all of your platforms.
So all platforms is Mr. Brian Lamont, and you can see like my entertainment posts that I do with Rap Fest and the Walk magazine. Those are all on my Instagram as well, and the highlight handles on my Instagram. So yeah, all platforms, Mr. Brian Lamont.
And thank you guys for tuning into the JaszyMango Red Carpet Lounge. We're here. Make sure you also check me out on the Silk White YouTube channel on Love Hurts. And each and every Tuesday on the Silk White YouTube channel. I'm sorry, every other Tuesday, y'all. We lit. Follow me at JASZY. Mango like your favorite fruit. Bye, y'all.
You know about that drama, you loyal and classy, you jazzy. And all these other niggas shoot the shot, but you ain't having it. Girl, you jazzy. And I love you to the